What up, players? Another video for today. And what other man to talk about but the one and only best fighter in the UFC, Stockton's own, Stockton Slugger, Mr. 209, Nate motherfucking Diaz. We're gonna talk about Nate Diaz and how he been talking that shit. So Nate just had an interview with Ariel Helwani, yesterday or 2 days ago, about how he wants to fight some dudes in the lightweight division, but he wants to fight at welterweight. You know, and there's a lot of people that seem to have an issue with Nate calling out these dudes because he wants to fight at welterweight. Now, to those people, I would say shut your mouth. That's what I would say. You know, so let me explain what up, man, because y'all be talking too much shit about my guy Nate. Alright, so we got a little list right here. We got the 209 motherfucking call outs. Alright, so he called out two people. He called out Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira. Now, the reason he called out these two guys is because Charles Oliveira, he's on a 8-fight win streak, I think. Dustin Poirier, he just beat Hooker, he beat Conor. You know, he's the top guy in the division. So he literally just called out the top two guys in the division. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are saying, oh, like, you know, he's calling out these lightweights, but he wants to fight at welterweight. Like, come on, like, how are you gonna do that? Like, he's literally calling out the best guys in the division. You know what I mean? He's calling out Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira. Now, the thing about Nate is he looks at fighting a different way than how everybody else sees fighting, right? When you see, he looks at it as he looks at it differently, right? So, for example, this list over here that I have over here is a whole bunch of guys in the top of the division that have got finished recently. I could even throw Dustin Poirier in here because he got choked out by Khabib. But we'll leave him on top just because he did call him out and because he has got some good wins after that. So Conor, he just got knocked out by DP. Gagey, he just got choked out by Khabib. Hooker, he just got straight slept by who do you say, by Chandler, and then Tony got finished by Gagey, and he almost got his arm snapped back by Oliveira. So all these dudes have been finished, bro. Literally all of them. Now, when dudes talk about Nate, yeah, Nate might have 11 wins on his loss. Yeah, Nate might might lose all these decision losses, but he doesn't get finished. You know what I mean? So, like, if those fights were just unlimited time, I think Nate would be, his record would be a lot different. You know, they'll keep him down and hold him down, but he never gets finished. He don't get knocked out. He don't get submitted. I think he's only been like submitted like once. He got a TKO'd by fucking Josh Thompson, which it wasn't even a knockout. It was it was some other whack shit. But yeah, so what do I think about these callouts? He called out Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier responded and he said a fight that's closer to my normal weight sounds great. So, you know, I think that's the fight to make, if I'm being honest. Forget Charles Oliveira. He ain't gonna make the money. He ain't making no money fight. We know the guy he really wants is Dustin Poirier. You know what I mean? They were supposed to fight already. I think that's a really good fight, actually. Stand up. They're both black belts. But I think for most of the fight, I think it's probably gonna be stand up. But yeah, I think that and it's crazy. It's funny because Nate doesn't even want to fight these dudes at the bottom because they got choked out and and knocked out. You know what I mean? So he looks at it like different. Like Nate Diaz lost his last fight against Masvidal, but it was finished by a cut, and it wasn't even, you know what I mean? It was a doctor stoppage. You know what I mean? And it's not like he got finished or he almost got choked out or something. And like people were saying, he was actually coming back. So can't really say that. So I think Nate versus Dustin Poirier is the next fight I make. I think this should happen with the division. I think Dustin Poirier should fight Nate Diaz at 170. And then, because they don't have like, if Dustin Poirier were to fight for the title in his next fight, they don't have a clear opponent for him. Like who should fight Dustin for the championship? Some people are saying it should be Oliveira. Some people are saying it should be Chandler. Some people even want to say fucking Conor, which makes absolutely zero sense. He just got knocked out. So I think you tell Dustin, you know what? Go find Nate. Go make your bread at the welterweight division. Not gonna lie, it's a high risk take. It's a high risk. Nate might beat you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Nate is not. I would choose Nate in that fight, cause you know you gotta ride or die with Nate, bro. He could beat anybody. So Dustin goes to welterweight. He fights Nate, and then I think you should do Charles Oliveira versus Chandler, or you make Gagey fight Chandler, and then whoever wins from there fights Oliveira, and then whoever wins from there fights Dustin. I don't know, bro. I feel like somebody else has to get another win in the lightweight division to fight Dustin. You know what I mean? I feel like no one is really on the same level as Dustin right now. I feel like everybody else needs one more win. You know, if Oliveira gets one more win, put him in the title shot. If Chandler gets another win, put him in the title shot. That's about it though. Conor, if he gets another win, you're gonna need another win after that. But you know, he's a cash cow. We know how the UFC. If he gets one more win, shit, they'll probably put Conor against some weak ass dude, and then they'll give him a title shot. You know what I mean? You know how the UFC is with Conor. I mean, bro, let's be honest. Conor for the title, for this trilogy against Dustin Poirier, they're saying they're leaning in that direction, bro. If that isn't one of the worst matchmaking. Dana White got upset when Conor was telling him that he wanted to fight. Who was it? Diego Sanchez? That Conor wanted to fight, and Dana White was talking about they should strip my promoter thing if I make that fight. Bro, you're making a terrible Conor Dustin Poirier trilogy fight for a belt, bro. If they were to make a trilogy for a belt, bro, that would be all time sad, bro. Like, that makes no sense. Dustin, take your ass to the welterweight division. Go fight my guy. Charles Oliveira, you fight somebody else. You try to get one more win. They offered you Chandler. You turned it down, so you might have played yourself. So, I mean, you might not even fight for the title next. I think they're probably going to make Gagey and Chandler. And I think if Chandler beats Gagey, which I think he could, I think Chandler's going to be the next guy up. Is he going to be Chandler or Charles? One of those guys going to be the guys to fight for the title next if they don't lose. But yeah, I think Conor should fight somebody else. You know, fight a Tony Ferguson, fight a Dan Hooker. You know, like Conor left. Conor was gone for a while from the octagon. He comes back against the best lightweight. He loses and he wants to rematch the best lightweight, bro. Are you trying to like get your career finished or something? So yeah, 209 call outs. Fight that guy Dustin Poirier. Make it happen. We gotta see that. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be some trash talking. We know that for sure. Great press conferences, and you gonna take my $70, UFC? You know what I mean? You gonna take my $70 for that fight? I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, let me know who you guys think they should fight next. We had previously said we thought it was gonna be Gagey. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. So it's gotta be Dustin Poirier or Charles Oliveira. I mean, if Charles takes the fight with Nate, it's gonna be a fucking ground game. It's gonna be it's gonna be a jiu-jitsu match. But I do got Nate again against Charles too. So, we'll see what happens. Let's make a DP against Nate, and catch y'all next time. Peace.